everybody, this is Linskins, and welcome to another speed building video. Today we are making a retro home, or I kind of thought like a contemporary kind of modern build, but it's like furnished with older furniture. So that's kind of where I was going with that. And I apologize in advance because while I was filming this, I encountered the world's scariest bug. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm really not one to get real terrified by bugs, but I really just prefer not to see them, unless they're friendly bugs. But anyway, so, yeah, it had pinchers on it, and it was huge, and it flew. So once it started to fly, I hit the F9 key, which is a shortcut to film and to stop filming, and I was out of there. I was like, nope, okay, somebody's got to get this out of my apartment right now. So that was terrifying, and so there are a lot of screenshots in here, but I bet you guys will understand, so thank you in advance. I was really excited about this house because I really love the living room. It's sunken in, but there's also really large windows, and I just think it's really neat. And the carpet, well, not just the carpet, but the wallpaper and the paint and stuff, it's green, like an emeraldy green, and I kind of mixed and matched wallpapers, and so it's kind of like traditional juxtaposed with modern, and they're just like, I don't know, I've never done like a monochromatic build before where a lot of the things you see are just one color. So I was really proud of that. I don't know, I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. And this build was actually inspired by a article in a magazine I've subscribed to. It's called Darling Magazine, and it's great because none of the women are retouched. So, I mean, obviously they use Photoshop for, like, spreads and stuff, but they don't, like, enhance the women, like, to look a certain way. So, I love that magazine, but they also have, like, fashion and interior design in it. They have really inspiring articles. So it's really, really neat, and so I based this off of some decorating techniques I saw. It was like a house that had like a sunken-in living room, but it also had on the top floor where you can kind of see over the balcony, it had decorations. So I do that, and you don't see it in this build because of where I freaked out. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I forgot to hit record again, and so, yeah, that happened. I'm really quite sorry about that. I wish I had gotten all the footage because this is, like, I think my favorite build I've ever done in The Sims 4, so I'm a little disappointed, but hey, the screenshots are really cool too, so don't fret. Please stay for the end. You won't be disappointed. I'm also really excited for you guys to see the patio. I really love it. Once again, I got the inspiration from Darling Magazine, and what I really like about it is they kind of, like, I don't know, they mixed and matched different styles, and so I put, like, a table with a runner on it and several different chairs, but, like, the same color scheme. So you'll see that, and it was also really neat because they had an antique mirror, like, just leaning against the wall outside. So I couldn't really achieve that, but at the same time it was really neat because I kind of had it leaning on, like, a box, so it kind of gave that feel like it was leaning against something. So, and I kind of had a hard time figuring out what to do with the dining room, but I finally figured it out in the end, and I kind of like how it's just, like, occupying this corridor of the house. I really like that. it's really open concept, but it still feels like there is a space for everything, and it's still pretty private. And upstairs, you'll see in a bit that I actually use half walls instead of like a full wall to separate the rooms and that sort of thing. So that's pretty neat and still pretty private. I had in mind a single mom with her daughter in this build. Not sure why, but it just seemed fitting to have a child's room. I still haven't, like, I have funds reserved for the new stuff pack, the kids stuff pack, but I haven't purchased or installed it yet, which is kind of disappointing. But you know, when you become an adult, like, things start happening and breaking down. Like, I tell you, in the same week, my taillight went out in my car, and I had to have my air condition fixed. So, and I still need to have it fixed. It's really hot in America right now, so it's been kind of miserable driving. I don't like to go out during the day anymore unless I have to go to the store or something, but I usually just try to travel at night as much as I can because the heat is sweltering and it's really not fun not having an air condition. So hopefully I'm able to get the funds to fix that soon. It's really not been fun. I had to change like 3 times yesterday. So, yeah. And I like this kitchen because those tiles, like the subway tiles, they're the same color as what I was going for, but I like the diversity created because of the texture. So, I don't know. I really like that. Oh, and I was watching a really good movie on Netflix while I was building this. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it, but I really liked it. It addressed disability rights, and it has, what's his name? He plays Ant-Man, or the newest Ant-Man, and it has Selena Gomez in it, and I can't remember the other actor's name. I'm really horrible with names, you'll come to find out, unless I see it all the time. Oh, it has Paul Rudd in it. Yes, that's his name. Alright, which is really something I need to work on. I really need to work on getting names right. Anyway, it was a really, really good movie. I think Netflix actually created it, and it really does address, like, treating people normally no matter where they come from in life. And it was just really well done, and it addressed some really heavy issues. So I was a fan, or got really into it, and was still able to concentrate on my build. So yeah, we're doing the carpet now, and I really liked the color, that like teal color, but at first I went with the white, but I changed it in the end to the green again because I just felt like there wasn't a lot of diversity going on. And I really, really tried to go with like some mid-century furniture. I think that's what you would call it. Like furniture from the 60s, retro kind of style, or like they got this furniture from a thrift shop and put it together and it works. So I was a huge fan of that, and I love those marble tables from Dine Out and that little plant there. It just really ties it all in. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So yeah, we're still doing the downstairs. I don't really know that we get to see much of the upstairs. Once again, I'm really sorry about that. I feel really bad. If you were here, you would understand why a lot of this is excluded. And I feel so dumb because, like, I thought I hit record, but I didn't. So that's frustrating. But you just have to let it go, I guess. That stuff happens, and I still really want to share this with you. So I'm happy I went with this video. I'm doing another build too, but I'm kind of stuck on it, and I think I'm just going to use that lot for something else, to be honest. It was a good idea, and I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. I started to build a Tudor house. I'm really unhappy with it right now. I had it in my head, but I wasn't able to, uh, I don't know. It just didn't come out well. Sometimes things don't translate well in The Sims 4 because, you have an idea in your head of something realistic and it just, that just happens sometimes and that's okay. Like, you're able to move on if you want. Sometimes creative people get blocked and from time to time that'll happen. My advice is to step away, do something else for a little bit, and then come back to it. And that's what I did with this build. And I absolutely love this house. Like, I really want to live here. It's perfect. I'm kind of into minimalism, but I also like a lot of decorations and that sort of thing. So I feel like this would be like the perfect house for my husband and I. It would be like the perfect balance between a tiny home and like a big home. It's a pretty moderately sized home, but there are only 2 bedrooms, but it's just a nice size. It's just right, and I would really like to live here, honestly, I would. It's a lot of fun. And I went with that high fencing for the front because, I don't know, I felt like since I decided on having the back of the house sort of in the front of the lot, which I guess would make it the front of the house, but the interest is in the back, so I wanted it to be more private out on the patio. That way, I don't know, if they have like a party or something, they don't have people like peering in and being like, hey, what are you doing? Like, So, and I got really annoyed when I was doing the entrance because I couldn't fit the stairs diagonally. Like, why? Why can't we have diagonal stairs? I could have sworn we had that in The Sims 3. But I ended up really liking the diagonal entrance. I like asymmetry a lot, so it worked out. And I extended the top balcony so a hot tub is able to fit in there, which worked out pretty well. So it's not a complete loss. I was just kind of frustrated. I was like, really? I don't know. But this is kind of like an uneven house. It still has balance, but it's not meant to be perfect. There are some imperfections in it, and I kind of like that. I think it's realistic. If you look at certain houses, especially older houses, at least in my area of America, you'll actually see that the houses are asymmetric and kind of unbalanced, but you can still find balance within the house. So that's kind of what I was going for. And I was originally going to go with this wood paneling, like the wood color or brown, but I ended up going with white. I thought it was a lot neater and classier, and it just kind of like ties in the traditional and the contemporary. And then I went with some of the parts were stone, so yeah. So that's what we're doing there. I also had trouble with my game slowing down, and I found out why. I was storing a lot of my video files in the same folder as The Sims, so it was getting really like bogged down, I guess you would say. Yeah, and I go with this dark floor to contrast with the white walls. Let's see here. What are we doing now? Putting those glass things on the top there. I really like those. But when you put them on top of each other, they glitch out. I just don't like that. It really bugs me. But anyway, the landscaping, which you don't unfortunately get to see in this video. Once again, I'm very sorry. It really balances out the front of the house, which really made me happy because I was like, I don't want people to focus on the asymmetry. Like, that's not what I want. So, oh, and I had such trouble putting those curtains up, but I finally got it. I just had to like figure out how they're placed on the bottom and then hit the 9 key. And I went with this lamp, which I thought was perfect because it looks like it's from the 60s. Like, it has that kind of feel to it. I don't know if any of you have seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, but it kind of reminded me of that. She lives in an apartment in the movie, and like, I think there's a lobby or something, but there's a lantern very much like that, and so I thought that was really fitting. And I end up extending the top there so there could be another bedroom, and then I add windows so it actually balances it up a little bit, because I was worried it would look a little too top heavy, and maybe it still does, but like I said before, this build isn't supposed to be perfect. There are supposed to be imperfections in it, and that's kind of what I like about this. And here we are putting in the half walls and the bathroom wall. I love this bathroom. I really want this bathroom. I love the color scheme. Like how it's all green in this house. I put like watermelon color towels in, and it just really worked out. It was really nice. So just trying to figure out how to balance all the colors, because there are a lot of different textures and patterns, and I wanted to have it remain balanced. So yeah. And here we are putting fencing on the stairs, because you don't want to fall through a hole in the floor. That would really hurt. Your Sims can't really do that, but if you're thinking realistically, you wouldn't have that in your little house. So yeah, there are a lot of like beams and stuff in this too. I really felt the need to put those there just to have it look like it's balanced and things are gonna be able to stand up. Oh, and here we are. Here's the screenshots. Here's the living room with the green carpet that I finally decided on. The foyer with the piano under the stairs, and the half bath. Here's the half bath with the watermelon towel. And if you can see here, there are like pictures on the banister, so I'm really happy with that. The kitchen and dining room. Here's the upstairs play area and office space. The kids' room, which I made into a feminine style. I really thought it was fun. And here's the adult bedroom, and here's another angle. The bathroom, which I really love. I love those colors together, and that vanity is great. I want that vanity. Here's another shot of the living room from down, and my favorite part is the patio. So here we go. It's really fun, kind of like Alice in Wonderland table setup, so yeah, they're just having a nice dinner. I think the kid's doing her homework. So, and here's a shot of the back of the house, or I guess the front, sort of. The entrance and the front, which you cannot enter the house from. And that's all. So, thank you guys so much, and you'll have a wonderful day or evening. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.